Hey guys, it's Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing how I made this sweatshirt. I distressed it and then bleach dyed it. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. All right, let's get into it. I'm feeling very blind right now because I'm doing like a no makeup day and I had my glasses on, but I can't wear them because you can see my light in the background. So I can't really see the viewfinder. Hopefully I am in focus and all is good. So I get asked every single time. I have this white distressed sweatshirt. Let me grab it. This is the sweatshirt. It is from Aerie a couple of years ago. Every single time without fail that I wear this in a video or on Insta stories, I get asked where it's from. And so I decided today to recreate the distressing of it. And then I also wanted to bleach dye just because I've never done it before. So I wanted to see what I could do with this sweatshirt. And I can't believe that I think I deleted the clip of me in the sweatshirt before I did anything to it. I do have a photo, thankfully, so I'm going to insert that here. This sweatshirt is from Amazon. It's an Amazon Essentials. I will link it down below. It was very inexpensive, and so all you need is a sweatshirt, t-shirt, something that you want to make, rubber bands, and bleach, and a spray bottle. There aren't a lot of materials that go into this. You'll see that this was filmed over 2 different days. The first day I did it, and we aren't going to the store except once every other week. We go to Kroger to go grocery shopping, and that's it. And we didn't have any bleach. I guess I just assumed that we had bleach here, but we didn't. And so I drove to my parents' house, got bleach, came back, filmed the video, and the bleach was just not developing on the sweatshirt. I had no idea why. After doing some research and talking to my mom, I realized that the bleach was expired. And once bleach expires, it turns into basically just salt and water. And so it does not work anymore. So I had to wait until today, which is Tuesday. Today was our bi-weekly grocery store run. And all I could find was like the tiniest bottle of extra concentrated bleach. But at least I got some and we made it work. So it is filmed over 2 days. The first day was a total fail. The second day was today and I finished it. Keep in mind that you can do distressing wherever you want it to be. You can do the bleach dyeing wherever you want it to be. Everything is customizable. You can just bleach dye or you can just distress. You don't have to do both. Everything is just however you want it to be personally. I did do the distressing based off of this sweatshirt. I kind of copied this sweatshirt and I think that it turned out really cute. Again, do whatever suits you. Let's go back in time to the other day when I first distressed this sweatshirt. I'm going to do a lot of similar cuts to this sweatshirt. So I'm just gonna lay them kind of side by side so that I can know where I'm supposed to cut. Actually, the first thing I'm going to do is just cut the hem off. I think I might want to cut a little bit more length off, but for now I'm just going to cut the hem and then we will see if I want to do any more after that. When you're cutting off the hem, just go up one side of it and then cut right along the line of the hem. That will give you the straightest outcome, and it does curl up naturally, so it doesn't have to be completely perfect when you do it. Mine was definitely not perfect, but the end result, especially after you wash it, you can't tell at all. You can already see it doing it, but as this washes, it'll just kind of start curling up. And so that is good. Now I'm going to go back to the front and start making some cuts on here. When you're doing the distressing, you literally just pick up the one layer of the sweatshirt so you don't cut through both the front and the back. And I realized I didn't explain it when I was doing it, but it's as easy as cutting a slit in the fabric. And you can see you can do them at different lengths. So I'm going to do a tiny one here and then a slightly larger one here. So you can just slit different amounts. This sweatshirt has them right here, which actually you can see my bra through it because it's a little bit, it's like right there. So I'm going to move these ones down a little bit farther so that you can't see that. One thing that I noticed really helped me was after I did a slit, after each one you see I kind of pull it straight again so I can see where the slits are. Otherwise, if I leave it up, it's really hard to see what the end result is going to be. So I do one slit and then kind of straighten it out before I do the next one. And then the sleeve, I'm going to do some cuts on here. They just go through the top layer of it and then also just do some slits. The same one layer rule goes for the cuffs. Because the cuffs are double layered, you only want to go through one layer so you don't put a hole all the way through the cuff. Hopefully that makes sense, but it just makes it look a little bit more realistic. And then the last thing I'm going to do is do slits along the neckline as well. All right, let's see how this looks on. Before I show you how the distressing on the new one came out, I figured I would just show you the one that I'm modeling it after so that you can kind of see the distressing of it. All right, let me show you the one I just cut up. This is what it's looking like. I really like it so far. So there's no distressing on this shoulder. I think I might put a couple more right here. Is what this side looks like. I am really happy with it so far. I like that the hem just kind of curls up on its own. I do need to cut this tag out because now it's so close to the edge that it kind of just hangs out on its own. So now I'm going to bleach dye it. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is bleach dye this. And so you have to mix 1 part bleach, 1 part water. So I put bleach in here already. So now I'm going to fill it up with water. All right, so now I have filled it up. So now it's half bleach, half water. I have no idea how much this will take. So we'll see. So I have this, I have my rubber bands. I'm going to grab a pair of gloves and a garbage bag, switch off my shirt, and then we'll be right back. I'm going to wet down my shirt and then wring it out as much as I can so it's damp but not soaking wet. I have my shirt laid out just on a garbage bag so that my driveway does not get messed up, and I'm just going to twist it so I'll have the spiral design, and then I will secure it with some rubber bands. Put gloves on if you have any so that you don't get bleach on your skin. Once your sweatshirt is laid out, just take your fingers and just twirl your hand around. And then as I was going, I was kind of pulling the sleeves around it to make it a little bit tighter so that when I put the rubber bands on, it was as even as possible. And you do want to make it as snug and make the rubber bands as even as possible because you do only bleach every other section. So there's 6 sections the way that I put rubber bands on it. So I did 3 of them. And then when I flip this shirt over, I do the exact same 3 so that it's a little bit more cohesive when you're looking at the sleeves and at the seams of it. But I went over each section a couple of times to make sure that every part of it was getting the bleach. All right, this has been sitting out for like 2 hours. It's looking oranger in some of the sections, so I'm gonna wash it, dry it, and I will update you guys after. I just got it out of the dryer, and I am so excited about this. I'm going to try it on. 1 second. All right, here is the finished sweatshirt. I am so obsessed with it. I think it turned out so cute. I did wash it quite a few times to get the bleach out, and I've also dried it a couple of times, so it did shrink a little bit, but it still is fine. I love the raw hem of it. I love all the distressing, and the distressing really opens up when you wash it and then dry it. So the more you wash and dry it, the more the distressing will kind of open up. As you saw when I first cut it, it was just slits, and now they kind of are starting to turn into like actual holes. This is honestly one of the easiest and cheapest DIYs. You can just grab a sweatshirt you already have or order a super cheap one, and then all you need is scissors and bleach, which you probably already have on hand, and if you don't, it's very inexpensive to buy. So, love how it turned out. Alrighty guys, that is everything for this video. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope either you learned something, you're able to distress your own sweatshirts, or you could do this with sweatpants or really anything, or learn how to bleach dye today, or you just enjoyed watching it. Give this video a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos, and I will see you guys in my next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.